back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kayla, and today I have an actually very exciting video for you that I wasn't expecting to make, but I'm pretty glad I'm making it. So back in August, I went to Disney World and Universal Studios for the first time ever in my life. Now Disney I had been to before when I was 3, though I don't really have much memory of it. And then for the first time ever I went to Universal Studios. Mostly we spent our day in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which was so magical. But so today I wanted to share with you guys what I wore on those days that we were in Disney and Universal. So we did 2 days at Disney and 1 day at Universal. I wish we could have gone for a whole week and done 2 days at Universal and 3 days at Disney. I think we would have been able to enjoy it a little bit more, but we had such a great time. By we, I mean me and my best friend Paloma. We went together. We had a great time. So for this video, I'm going to show you what I wore on those 3 days, and then at the end of this, I'm going to chuck in a little cutesy little vlog-ish footage. It's a little cinematic, but not as nice as the Universal vlog, which I will leave in the card linked up here if you guys haven't seen that yet. I posted it a few weeks ago, almost probably a month ago, maybe even more at this point. But yeah, so check that out if you haven't seen it. Before we get into this video, don't forget to pause, go down below, hit the subscribe button. It's beautiful red and white and calling out your name, and I want you to join the fam, as do I, and as does the rest of the fam. Now without further ado, let me show you what I wore. Okay, so the first day of the trip we went to Universal, so we started with that, and honestly I am so flipping glad we did, because by the end of the trip I was zonked, and I was most excited for Universal. I think Paloma was most excited about Disney, so for me I was very, very happy, and she's one of those people that has all of the energy in the world, and so she was doing great the whole time. She spends a lot of time outside, a lot more than I do. I spend time outside, but not as much as she does, and she's in much better physical shape than I am, so for her I don't think it was as difficult. Now I, on the other hand, have the lowest tolerance for heat than, beside my mom, I don't know anyone who has a lower tolerance for heat than myself. So I was boiling a little bit, and I had, so the third day of the trip, it was our last day of the trip, I had some severe sunburn. And the evening of the second night, going into the morning of the third, I had sun poisoning and had the shakes, what felt like I was going to throw up, thought I was going to pass out. It was not a great experience, but this is completely my fault. I did not drink enough water, and I did not put sunscreen on until halfway through the day, and that is my fault. But long story short, all that to say, I am really, really happy that we went to Universal first, because like I said, that was the thing I was the most excited for. So Paloma and I actually had matching outfits, and our friend Josh was actually meant to come with us, and plans ended up changing for him, so he couldn't. So he too has the matching outfit that we wore. But so basically I went on to Poshmark and found 3 of these little Harry Potter sleeveless, they're fleece lined sweatshirts, pretty nice. So sweatshirts with the hood, and they're little Quidditch jerseys, so just 07, and then it says H Potter on the back. So Plum and I and Josh all had these, so we wore these at Universal, and then I just paired them with these cloth shorts. These are cotton that are meant to look like denim, but they're not. I picked these because they're long, and I knew I was going to have Chub Rub City if I did not wear a long pair of shorts, and I also knew it was going to be so hot. It was in the upper 80s, mid 90s the whole time we were there, very, very hot. We were there end of August, so I knew I needed to wear shorts as well, so I did pick these. I wore these little guys. I thrifted them. They're very comfortable. They're from the brand, these are from Land's End, so you might actually be able to find something similar. Land's End is a popular brand that still exists, and this is actually from Hot Topic, so you guys could possibly find it. I know there are more of these on Poshmark, so you can definitely check out Poshmark if you want something like this. I thrifted these, like I said, but they are from Land's End, so that is a brand that is very much still around. So yeah, wore those. I also chucked on these red Converse. These I also thrifted on Poshmark, but of course you can buy just regular Converse anytime. So these are just the Converse All-Stars. I will say wearing Converse to Disney was probably a mistake, and Universal. I wore them in both of my outfits. I wore 2 different pairs of Converse both days, and my feet were killing me. So maybe don't wear like a skater shoe, wear a more structured sneaker like a Nike or something, or just a more comfortable shoe. Probably I would have been more comfortable in like Birkenstocks than I was in these, but I pretty much don't own normal sneakers, just Converse and Vans, so I wore these, but don't recommend it, though the outfit was freaking cute. So yeah. Then for accessories, my coworkers actually pitched in and bought this for me, which I thought was so lovely. And this is just one of the interactive Harry Potter ones. I will look up online and see what the name of this one is. I don't remember off the top of my head, but this now just lives right here. The interactive part of Universal is so much fun, and I've heard that depending on the time of the year you're there, the lines can be really long. I barely waited on any lines to use the interactive wand stations, so I had a lot of fun. It's a little tricky to get it to work, but good fun. Another accessory that I wore at Universal were these socks. These are from 100,000 years ago from Target, so like they're very old, so they've sort of like changed colors a little bit, but these actually just have like Harry on the front. So these actually have Harry on the front, and then just a red and yellow stripe for Gryffindor. So I liked these just poking out of my Converse. I thought it looked really cool. And then the one souvenir I knew I wanted to buy was the Harry Potter cloak. So I actually did wear this despite the fact that it was nearly 90 degrees outside. According to all of the people we talked at who work at Universal, the day we were there was abnormally hot. So it was an incredibly hot day, and still I chose to put this on. I didn't wear it all day, but I did wear it for probably a culmination of an hour. I definitely didn't wear it for a full hour at a time, but I kept like putting it on and taking it back off. But I did pick this up. I am a Gryffindor, as you can see. So I did pick this up. It's very cute, very lovely. And it's quite expensive, but it's nice quality, very nice quality, heavy duty. I think this thing is like $130, which I like knew I wanted to get this, so I saved for it. So yeah, and it has the cute like Wizarding World of Harry Potter tag inside. And they have those in Hogsmeade, so you can pick one of those up over there if you want to. And it's like not far from Ollivander's actually, so yeah, I 10 out of 10 recommend, and definitely go into Ollivander's because that is a really fun little show. Now, moving on to Disney. So day 1 of Disney, I wear the same red Converse despite my better judgment. Yeah, at that point I didn't have a choice. I was in a different state and those were the only shoes I had. So I wore the red Converse. Then I picked up this t-shirt here from Target. So this just has like a ton of different Mickey Mouses on it and Minnie Mouses, and they're just like doing different faces and different expressions and like smooching and whatever. And I just thought this was a really cute shirt. And it is exactly what I was looking for actually. If I could have found it in white, I think I would have liked it even more, but it was like nearly exactly what I was looking for because I was wearing it under these overalls. So these I also got on Poshmark, and I got them for a great deal. I think I got them for 20 bucks, which in my opinion is actually a really great deal. So here is a little Mickey Mouse right here. The straps are these elastic, whatever you want to call these, like elastic straps that say Mickey Unlimited, and then a little Mickey Unlimited on the bottom of the leg. So, and there are more of the Disney overalls on Poshmark. I can't say that you'll find these exact ones, but that's sort of the beauty in thrifting. But there are a ton of Disney overalls. I definitely would say hunt. Like, search out the one you're looking for, because I found tons and tons and tons that were like 50, 60, 70 plus dollars. I knew I didn't want to spend more than 20, so I made sure that I kept it on the low side. I will look on my Poshmark and figure out how much I actually spent on it, but I do think it was either $20 or $22 for these overalls. And honestly, like I was so comfortable in these, and it was just such a great choice. It was very breathable, very easy to wear, and it kept me cool. For accessories that day, I wore these Minnie Mouse ears. Now again, I had terrible sunburn, and most of it was on the top of my head, and yes, I was wearing these. Will I wear these to Disney if I ever go again? When I go again? Absolutely. Will I also make sure that I don't wear them all day if it's like a beaming hot, very sunny day? Absolutely. I did end up buying a baseball hat while I was there because my head was just so sunburned. I needed to cover it up. So I did wear these for part of the day. These were like, they're kind of expensive. These were like $25. That's kind of expensive for just like a pair of ears. But that's the allure of Disney. That's how they get you. So yeah, that was my day 2 outfit. Okay, so for Disney day 2, I had, like I said, major sunburn. So I did wear the hat that I bought all day. I picked up this hat when I was at Disney. Actually, I think this hat was cheaper than the ears, believe it or not. But I did pick up this little hat and I loved it because it's that sort of very vintage, worn hat look. It's got some distressing on it and it's like that nice bent brim. It's like those, you know, like the Dodgers hat that Hilary Duff has in A Cinderella Story. That's like the dream hat for me. Like very old, very used, very worn, very just like loved. That is this hat for me. Now I paired that with this outfit. So for this one I wore my white Converse. I did bring these, which were actually a bit more comfortable. So I actually wore these when I went to Manhattan this summer as well. So I walked around Manhattan wearing these shoes, and so they'd already had tons and tons and tons of steps in them, so they were much more worn in to fit my feet. Of course, like thrifted shoes are going to be worn in, but thrifting shoes can actually be really bad for your feet because the shoes are already worn to someone else's feet. So these ones had already sort of molded to my own feet and therefore were not as uncomfortable as the red Converse, which I had just bought off of Poshmark like a week before we went to Disney. So I really should have spent more time trying to get my feet to mold the shoe. But neither here nor there, I did not do that, and woe is life. So anyway, with that outfit, I actually wore this jumpsuit, which did end up breaking very early in the day on day 2. So we started our day out at Animal Kingdom. We were sitting in a show, and it just, the whole thing just broke. I was like, yeah. It was awkward, and I was not sure what I was going to do, but Paloma was able to help me tie it around the little loop over here, so we did fix it. But this is a little jumpsuit. I actually have had this for a while now. This is from Target. It's from the Wild Fable brand. I got this in an extra large, so it was like a little slouchy, but I actually really liked that look. I quite like oversized clothing in general, so I think actually it was a nice fit. It was very loose and flowy. And it covered my legs a little bit more, which was good because, again, sunburn. So this gave me a little bit more coverage, and it didn't keep me hot because it was still very loose and flowy, and it's a very thin fabric. And then over top of that, I just chucked on this t-shirt to give me that Disney vibe. So yeah, this was just a t-shirt from the men's section at Target, and it's from their Disney range. This is also in an extra large. Again, I really like oversized clothing, so I liked that this had an oversized feel to it. I actually just cropped it. It was not originally this short. And I liked this one because not only was Mickey on it, but so was Donald, and so was Goofy. And actually, I met Goofy that day in Animal Kingdom, and he flipped out that he was on my t-shirt, and it was honestly the highlight of my Disney experience. Goofy and I were like dancing together, and it was so freaking funny. And I wish I had it on video, but I do have it in a series of photographs. So in the video that you're about to see, you'll see like it kind of is like a stop motion video almost, just because it's a series of photos rapidly moving. So yeah, but anyway, that is everything that I wore to Disney. I definitely recommend bringing a hat with you if you go in the summer especially, or in a time where it's going to be really warm. Bring comfortable shoes. Don't bring Converse, especially if you've not worn them in well enough. And shorts and flowy pants. If you want to wear pants, definitely go for a flowy pant. I like the idea of wearing leggings, but I know for me, if I wear leggings, sometimes when things are just too tight to my legs, I feel like I sweat faster and I sweat more. So think about maybe doing a flowy pant or even a jumpsuit with a t-shirt over top, because that was definitely hands down my favorite outfit. It was A, the most comfortable, B, the most breathable, C, the most lightweight, and I stayed the coolest in that outfit. And it was also just really freaking cute, and it was not like your normal, like I'm going to a theme park kind of outfit. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little what I wore on my Disney and Universal vacation. Now, without further ado, I hope you enjoy this, I think it's like 5 to 7 minutes of 2 days of Disney World. Enjoy! We made it to Disney and everything is fall and I'm gonna cry. This is gonna be the best day ever. Let's go take a picture with the pumpkins. Finding Nemo the musical. Disney Day 2.
Same speed as your tongue.
I don't know what you're doing.
Come true. I'm ready for the wet.
We're having dinner at the Garden Girl.